It's time! It's time! It's JFW time!
What's up, guys? It's time to step in the ring with the greatest faction in podcast history, Just Freakin' Wrestling JFW Podcast, hosted by Travesty.
And I'm Dally.
Right?
That was a shot at me, you jerk.
How horrible did that sound?
Was I talking that slow?
That's exactly that's how you do it. And you wonder why I laugh. Do you see it now?
I'm focusing!
I know, but it's like you're reading a prompter and there's nothing there.
I want to just make sure I don't mess up, so
Right.
I go slower.
That's not even a script. There's no...
I either talk too slow or I talk too fast. There's no in between.
I know, and you even don't even look at the camera when you talk. You're staring over there. I get that's a nice looking Sensi, but you don't need to stare at it.
No, the world knows Travesty uses Sensies.
I have so many Sensis. Every room has a Sensi. Not a sponsor yet. Guys, we are back. Me and Dally are here. We're going to talk about both mainstream pro wrestling as well as the independent wrestling because Steve is laid up or taking a break. I don't fucking know. Maybe he's overwhelmed. Maybe the show's finally get to him. Who knows? But me and Dally are going to talk about everything that happened over this past week in WWE as far as some of the returns that we saw as well as AEW debuts. I want to get Dally's feedback and opinion on some of the returns and debuts and how she feels they're going to impact wrestling as a whole. Obviously, we saw CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Adam Cole at AEW All Out this past week. Ruby Soho at All Out. And a lot of speculation online about, this is where the tide turns. This is where AEW takes over WWE. And we're just going to get Dally's view and opinions on it because I have my own. But so much nicer to hear from her because you hear so much from me as I talk about independent wrestling with Steve as well as mainstream here with Dally. And there's usually a third person here. Interesting.
I haven't even talked. Have you even talked to him?
Nah, don't need to. Anyways, go ahead. It's your show now. You continue.
Are we starting off with the AEW thing, or
Whatever you want to do.
Well, that doesn't help me.
It doesn't help you one bit. Well, okay. I want to cover the last SCW show.
Okay.
I want to cover AEW, WWE, stuff like that. So where do you want to start out with? At least give you that choice and we'll move on from there.
Why don't we do AEW, Indie, WWE?
Okay. AEW All Out was this past Sunday.
You were there?
In Chicago. I was there. I was so close I could probably spit on the ring.
Yeah.
Which I probably
kept
would have.
sending me freaking videos on Snapchat and making me feel bad about myself.
You should have taken the extra ticket I had.
You didn't have an extra ticket. You
I
said
sure did. 100% did. I took DJ.
That's the one that's not here.
No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't take DJ. Come on now. Kidding? No. AEW All Out this past week in Chicago. I was there. It was an awesome event. My first, that was actually my first pay-per-view show I've ever been to.
You never been to a wrestling pay-per-view? Like WWE pay-per-view?
Nope. I've been to Raws. I've been to SmackDowns. I've been to house shows. I've never been to an actual pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah, I think we talked about this before.
Yeah. Fun fact, feels the same. But obviously we saw CM Punk debut at AEW a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Huge pop. Huge announcement and something that people have been waiting 7 years for. He went on a, what'd you call that? What the hell is that called? A press tour. He went on a press tour to talk about his signing. Clearly he made the choice to go to AEW over WWE, and his reason.
Did WWE offer him to come back?
They did 100%.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought that was out of the picture when he left before.
No, he just, I don't think it wasn't about money. It was about, he just didn't enjoy WWE anymore. Obviously when he left, he had health issues and stuff he blames WWE for. But AEW, the same reason that Daniel Bryan gave when he returned, Christian went to it. Big Show. Mark Henry. Miro. Who else is there? Who else is a WWE person that's over there?
Ruby just got there.
Ruby, Adam Cole. It's the young new talent that they could wrestle with. So,
like Evan, what's his name? Well, it used to be Evan Bourne, but he goes by something else now.
Yeah, I don't remember. I know who you're talking about, though. I know Evan Bourne. Upside Down.
Matt Sydal, right?
Yes.
He looks very different. I didn't even realize it was.
So, first off, how big of an impact is CM Punk in AEW?
Well, clearly, I don't know. You know, CM Punk. You would have been not even a fan of AEW, and you would have seen that CM Punk was going to be there, and you would have bought that ticket to AEW just because of him.
Yeah, because of his time in WWE.
Yeah. So, I think it might have been a huge impact. He could have drawn fans from other companies and gotten more fans to AEW. Sorry, it's hard to say fast.
Every time I say it, I want to say ARW. Which I do believe they do have a show tomorrow.
They do.
They do.
Yes, they do.
I should go to that.
I might. Depends on how tired I am after being so stressed and
adulting.
Yeah, adulting sucks.
Daniel Bryan and CM Punk both had two opposite.
Did they all come back as babyface? Except Adam Cole?
Not Adam Cole. Adam Cole's a heel.
Well, Adam Cole, I mean, he'll still get a reaction, though, regardless.
Yeah. And All Out was awesome for the fact that it was CM Punk's first match on TV in 7 years. Bryan Danielson returned, or debuted at AEW. Adam Cole debuted at AEW. Ruby Soho debuted and won the Casino Battle Royale.
Oh, wait. Can we pause for 1 second?
Yeah.
And can we just say how proud we are of the Chicagoland indie wrestlers that made it on AEW Dark last week?
No. I don't give a fuck.
You're full of shit.
Evil Sierra faced the Bunny on AEW Dark.
Oh, so now you care.
I do. I care 100%. I watched the match. It was a great match. And that's one of the things that, it sucks because, to me, it looked like a squash match. It was a 3-minute long match. Sarah got some shit in, which was awesome. She eventually took the loss. But I think when you look past wins and losses and just knowing that she had the opportunity to be on that stage, it's incredible. And I know
she got her name out there.
Yeah, and she went on social media and she was talking about how thankful she was for the opportunity. So she doesn't take it for granted. She doesn't, she didn't blow her head up and make her egotistical in any kind of way. But it is pushing her to do more and be better than she is. Sky
Blue too. She's from Chicago.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that. That's awesome. I've been a huge advocate of Eva Sierra's for years. I've been pushing her to get back to SCW. Just so busy. She's wrestling everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, congrats to Sierra for showing up. Sky Blue as well. If you guys haven't had a chance to check out the match, you can find it on YouTube at the AEW fan page, or just search Sierra vs. Bunny. It will pop up that specific match. Like I said, it's about 3 minutes, so not a long match, but enough time for you guys to really appreciate the indie wrestling that's going on. And there will be a day I think we may see Creed and JPH, which I didn't know Creed and JPH were on Impact.
I don't know either, and I'm friends with them, so I didn't know. I know them.
Yeah. Just spit on me. God damn. Oh, don't spray it. Fuck. You did spit on me, and that's gross.
I'm sorry. I have a lisp.
Yeah, no, I guess they were part of No Way Jose's fucking...
Oh, wait, I did see that. I just lied. I did see that. But I didn't watch it. I saw a clip of it online.
Okay. So,
but yeah. I didn't know it was on live TV or anything. I didn't I
don't know where it was. I just saw it. I just saw a picture of it. I googled it.
Oh.
I don't have Impact, the channel that Impact's on, whatever the fuck it's on.
Yeah, it's on some weird channel now.
Yeah. So
sucks for people that don't have cable.
Bryan Danielson and CM Punk both gave little speeches at their debuts. Completely two different concepts of going.
Okay, so I didn't see or hear Bryan's at all.
Yeah, it was after he dropped the F word.
Oh my gosh!
He said, "Let's fucking go." Yeah. Very faux pas. A lot of yes chants.
I'm sure there was. But, you know, I kind of get nervous when big stars like that from WWE go to a different company.
Oh, he's only about 5'6".
Huh?
What?
What'd you say?
He's only about 5'6". I wouldn't say big.
Okay, well, you know what I mean. Smart ass.
I do.
I
do.
I get nervous when they get brought to different companies after leaving WWE because everyone gets so excited and it starts off great, but then I just don't feel like they're used correctly.
Well, I had a conversation with my buddy I did go to AEW with, and we actually were talking about the fact that
they kind of get, like, thrown in the mix and get lost, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many big stars there now. They're like, I mean, they can't push everybody the same, you know what I mean? They can't make everyone go for the title. They can't make everyone...
So me and my buddy at AEW were talking about all these signings AEW is doing. They're going to come to a point where they can't push everybody and not everyone can be champion.
Okay, well, that's what I just said.
I know.
So I beat you to it.
You did. I'm so proud.
Great minds think alike.
Right. That's why DJ's not here. Because we need great minds to think alike. But before they signed Bryan Danielson, Adam Cole, CM Punk, Ruby Soho, I counted how many wrestlers. They have 188 wrestlers on their roster. 188 wrestlers on that roster.
And they only have technically 2. Well, you count Dark as a show?
I would. They also have AEW Dark Elevation. They have 4 different shows. 2 YouTube.
So, is Dynamite a weekly thing?
Yes. And so is Rampage.
That's too much to...
That's a lot. It's a lot. Now, granted, I mean, you get everyone the opportunity to wrestle.
Is it kind of like Raw SmackDown type thing? Like,
100%.
Some people are on this day, some people are on this day, or they all...
No, they don't do that.
No?
No. The one thing I did notice, at least by AEW Dark, and the couple episodes I did watch, a lot of tag team matches, a lot of, like, 6-man tag team matches and shit like that.
Because they want to get people on TV.
But a lot of women wrestling, too. A lot of women wrestling happening on AEW Dark. Elevation, I didn't get a chance to watch, but I'm assuming it's about the same thing. Anyways, to get my first point across.
Sorry.
Bryan Danielson had his little speech after AEW All Out. CM Punk did this a couple weeks ago. Bryan actually said that he loved the company he worked for. CM Punk, not so much. So it's kind of interesting to see the concept of like different opinions. A lot of people, even Bronson Reed, who hasn't even like been anywhere yet since ID, I think actually his non-compete ended a couple days ago. He felt he was mismanaged. So, I mean, obviously a lot of people...
Yeah, like, how could you make him the North American champion and just let him go?
I don't know. How can you make the NXT champion lose to Jeff Hardy?
Because he's Jeff freaking Hardy.
Who gives a fuck about it? You mean the guy who's going for the 24/7 title right now? Yeah.
Don't talk about that.
Yeah. The charismatic enigma.
I forgot what I was going to say.
I know, right? Because I went like this, and all the shock and awe happened.
Yeah, I just pictured myself as a little kid doing the teacup dance.
Right. Real quick, just go over All Out. Paul White had his debut AEW match against QT Marshall.
Oh, that was his first match?
That was his first match at AEW. Nothing against Paul White. Great competitor in the early 2000s. Very lackluster. Not a big fan of it. I hope he hears this and, like comes at me because that gets some views. But to be real about it, they don't need him to wrestle anymore. He doesn't need to wrestle anymore. It was a big show match. He didn't get around the ring like I'm assuming everyone thought he was going to.
I mean, I don't think anyone expected it.
No, and more or less, because it was the second to last match in the main event, I think they just needed something to bring everyone down from the previous match, which I'm trying to remember what it was. I want to say it had to have been the Punk Darby match. Crap, now I'm losing what matches happened.
So the main event was Omega's match? Or was the main event Punk's match?
Omega and Christian were the main event. Before them was Paul White and QT Marshall. Christian Omega, awesome. I'm just going to work my way backwards. Omega and Christian, awesome fucking match. Adam Cole showed up afterwards. Joined Elite. Daniel Bryan came out and a little punchy, kicky battle went around, and that was about it. I think he pronounces it QT Marshall because he's a heel. Took on Paul White, very lackluster match, whatever. Darby Allin and CM Punk, awesome match. Sting wasn't at ringside. Darby went at it alone. There's been a lot of comparisons in that match from a previous match, I think in the early 90s, between Bret Hart and the 1-2-3 Kid. They're kind of paying tribute to them. I think they knew exactly what they're doing, so it was awesome to kind of see that as well. Great match to me. I would put that as match of the night.
So CM Punk still got it.
Yeah. Like I said, I think as long as he wrestles more technical than he does kind of like, the springboard clotheslines and stuff like that, yeah. There was that one spot in the match where Darby went for the coffin drop and he just kind of sat up and laughed at him. I thought that was kind of funny. The cage match from the Lucha Brothers versus Young Bucks, where the Lucha Brothers won the tag team titles. Also a good match. Wasn't a big fan of that thumbtack glued on fucking sneaker that they had. Whatever. They needed a gimmick. That was a decent match too. Fucking Moxley faced some guy from New Japan. I don't know who the fuck it was. It wasn't that
the Japanese guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't that important to me. They had the Casino Battle Royale. That was pretty cool. Ruby Soho was the last entrant into it and won.
I hope she gets used correctly.
Yeah. I was hoping for a Tay Conti win, but hey, whatever.
But, she didn't get used as good in WWE. She didn't get any shots that she should have.
That's true. I mean, it's not like she had her own stable.
But for what, though?
Why do you think
they never got the tag
right?
titles? She never got the women's championship.
Why do you think she wasn't used right? Because of that? Just because she didn't get a title run?
There was times where she went weeks and weeks without even being on TV.
Yeah, because WWE has too many fucking people. You could honestly say that you would give Ruby Riott a Raw Women's Championship or a SmackDown Women's Championship?
Would, yeah.
Over everybody else?
I'm not...
Over Charlotte?
I'm not saying I put her over
Alexa
other
Bliss?
wrestlers. I'm just saying...
Over Bayley? Becky Lynch?
I'm just saying she should be on the list. She should be in their tier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but, I mean, if you put Ruby in there, like, you should put everyone in there.
Like who?
Tamina's never been a women's champion outside being a tag team, and she's been there longer than every woman there. Where's her opportunity?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying right now. I'm looking for a response to it.
I don't have an answer. I don't work for WWE.
Monster.
I don't work for WWE. If I did, the world might be a better place.
You think so?
Yeah.
So when would Ruby have won the championship? When she was with Riot Squad? When she was on her own? When she was a heel? Like when?
The only time I think she had a Raw Women's Championship match against Rousey, which was a bullshit match. She should have had a match.
Okay, you can't beat Ronda.
Fuck Ronda.
Becky Lynch didn't even beat Ronda. Her fucking shoulder was up.
Bullshit. Okay, that's in the past. She won. What?
Shoulder was up. I don't know, tell you. She
okay,
but
Ronda. The match was...
It was a squash match, 100%. Fucking Ronda came in as the Brock Lesnar of the women's division.
Speaking of... Okay, wait a minute.
Yet.
Yeah, I know.
We still got to talk about SCW first.
I'm excited. I haven't talked about wrestling in a while.
Well, yeah, that's your fault.
A lot's happened. It's not my fault. You cancel all the time.
Why didn't we meet last time?
Because you worked.
No,
all week.
You slept.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I fell asleep.
Right? 100% you fell asleep as I sat here and waited at this table just like this.
No, you did not. You're a liar.
Not one bit. I also slept. It was wonderful.
Dude, I've been so tired.
I know. But overall, All Out was awesome. I think they're going to be back in Chicago in a few months. I'm not quite sure about that. But I would definitely go to another one, especially at the Now Arena. I love the Now Arena.
Where's that?
It's up in Hoffman Estates. It's the old Sears Center. And I gotta tell you, for being a big dude, for being a fat guy, love those fucking seats. The armrests go up. They're a little bit wider. It was fucking amazing.
It's not like Allstate.
To hell, the Allstate Arena.
Hate the Allstate seats.
Hate the Allstate.
Hate it.
I went to the Allstate for War Games with DJ, and I swear my hips had fucking bruises because my birthing hips do not fit in those fucking chairs. So the hell with the Allstate Arena. Unless you give me free tickets, I'll go. But the hell with the Allstate Arena. I am all about the Now Arena, and I can't wait for AEW to come back.
Oh, come on. I mean, at a wrestling show, we do more standing than sitting.
No, I don't.
I do.
I sat the entire fucking time. I don't fan cheer and shit when I'm at wrestling shows. I love.
You just sit there and just stare at the ring.
I spectate
like
the
a
hell
creep.
out of it. I spectate.
You don't even react at all. You just watch.
I
You
say
don't cheer,
Judas.
you don't boo.
Fucking Jericho and MJF was also a good match.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I think every match in that show, minus the cage match, involved a WWE star. Christian, Jericho, Punk, Moxley, Ruby Soho,
Big Show.
Paul White, yeah. Everyone but the fucking cage match had a fucking WWE star in it. And I think that's where, to me, I wasn't a big fan of AEW to start out with because it just looked like WCW fucking 96.
I wasn't born yet.
You got the Elite. I know. You got the Elite just like you had the NWO.
Do you think there's a chance that they'll bring the Bullet Club back?
I don't know. I guess it just really depends on their New Japan agreements and because Bullet Club is owned by New Japan. And I know they do the Ring of Honor side. That's because New Japan and Ring of Honor had an agreement. So I know New Japan wrestlers are coming to AEW. So I don't see why not. I mean, everyone that's in Elite was a Bullet Club member at one point. They just don't call them Bullet Club. So yes, but I don't think they come back as they. I think if Bullet Club comes back, it would be a Bullet Club versus the Elite. I don't think the Elite would merge back into the Bullet Club.
But who would be on which side?
Everyone who's an Elite right now, I think, would stay Elite, and then whoever's currently in Bullet Club would be the Bullet Club. I think Elite likes the idea of being the Elite. So, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'm a fan of AEW now. It's on my watch list now. Even Rampage, and then Rampage is only an hour, so it's on tonight. I'll probably watch that when I sit here friendless. Cool. All right, let's talk about SCW. Because I think that's enough of AEW. Unless you got anything else you want to add.
Nah.
No? Cool. So let's talk about SCW, but before we do, I just want to tell everyone that if you're a huge fan of stories and history, you're just not a fan of reading them yourselves. What the hell is that?
That was me snoring.
Snoring?
Yeah, because your plugs put me to sleep.
Sound like you're snorting.
You want me to spit it again?
Audible.com is the best place for you to go. It's a one-stop shop for all audiobooks. So whether you're on the go or doing some chores at home and you want to get lectured, but you don't want to read the book yourself, then pop on an audiobook. And because of us here at JFW, you get a free audiobook plus a 30-day free trial of Audible just by going to audibletrial.com/freaknet. That's audibletrial.com/freaknet. Sign up today. Get yourself a 30-day free trial plus a credit to your first book purchase. Okay, do ball wash.
I told you I wasn't.
For once in your life, just do ball wash.
No.
Come on, do ball wash.
Never.
Okay. I'll do ball wash.
You can relate. I can't.
I'm going to do ball wash like you would do ball wash.
Oh my god, no.
What's up, guys? If you have a dirty ball sack...
Right, I would say that.
And you want to get it clean with some soaps... Maybe even wash your hair with a shampoo and a conditioner that's offered from Ball Wash, and go to ballwash.com. They have everything from your head to your toe, from your butt to a nut. But they have more than just soaps, shampoos, and conditioners. They have personal lubricants, hand sanitizers. They offer boxers and even travel cases so you can take it on the go.
I can't breathe.
And it's all available at ballwash.com, guys. Use the promo code FreakNet on your order at checkout. You'll save 15%. Ballwash.com. Get the funk out of your junk, guys. That's a snort. I'm not going to do the plugs. I'm going to do Dally plugs from now on. That's it. I'm done. Hey, guys, you like comic books? We have partnered up. We have partnered.
Have we actually partnered up now? Though?
Yeah, it's official. Oh. Yeah. Maybe I'll do this one for real. Guys, we have finalized everything and made it official that we are now partnered up with Carter Comics. I need you guys to go to cartercomics.com and sign up and become a member of their website.
You need to show me which one it is, because I think I looked it up and I think there's like multiple.
No, just one. Carter Comics. So CarterComics.
Oh, I spelled it wrong.
.com. Sign up. Check out all their comics that they have available. They're going to dive into other things too, like some kind of T-shirts and Funkos and stuff like that too.
I like Funkos.
But they're primarily focusing on comics. Carter Comics. Duh. All these comics are graded. The guy showed me some of his inventory. I'm not a comic guy per se, so I don't know the quality of a grading. But he says, there's comics from like 8.9s all the way up to 9.8s and stuff like that.
I know what that means.
You know what that means? So from what I understood is a 10 is a perfect. A 10 is like an impossible achievement. But it's how perfect shape a comic is. And you know what? They're fairly priced too. Go to Carter.
So they're like in a special kind of
They're
bag.
kind of like a plastic sleeve. And it's graded as the top. Go to cartercomics.com, sign up for their website, shop their comics. And because they partnered with us, they wanted to kind of give the gift to you guys being wrestling fans. So what he has is an abundance of Triple H comic books.
I thought it was Undertaker.
There is Undertakers.
Oh.
There's Batistas.
Yeah.
And there's Triple H's.
Yeah.
But he has an abundance of Triple H's. So we're going to look at doing the Triple H ones first. The Undertaker ones are a little bit more on the high-end side. So we're working on that. But for now, it's the Triple H ones that we're looking at. And he's willing to give away a free Triple H comic book.
I'm going to win it.
With every order of $100 or more.
Dang it.
So, when you guys go to checkout, when you fill up your cart with all the amazing comics that Carter Comics has to offer, there's going to be a shipping comment section on the order. I need you to type in there either JFW, Freaknet, Travesty. It doesn't matter. You just need to let them know that you got sent there from us. And if you spend over $100 on an order, they will send you a Triple H comic absolutely free along with it. And they're graded from 9.4 to 9.8. So they're in great condition. So go ahead and check it out. Again, Carter Comics, CarterComics.com. What's up, guys? You like Patreon? Because we have Patreon. There's tiers and stuff. Anything from $1 a month, which is like super cheap, man. All the way up to $25 if you want to be like a sponsor. So, guys, check out patreon.com/JFW Podcast and sign up today, because if you give us money, we could do more stuff.
Like what? We don't do anything.
Because we don't have Patrons.
Oh.
But we could if you sign up now at patreon.com/JFW
I don't sound like that.
Podcast. What's up, guys? Okay.
Are you done? Guess he's never doing an intro again.
We have t-shirts, guys. tpublic.com. Search JFW. Buy merch. Like my t-shirt. Look at this little guy going to town on your booking. Still one of my favorite shirts. Love this shirt. But this banner also came from tpublic.com. I have several other shirts that are available at tpublic.com. Not just shirts, magnets, stickers, posters, tapestries, mugs, both traveling and sitting at home, maybe on a deck on a cold fall day. Speaking of cold fall days, we also have sweatshirts and hoodies.
I need to get one.
Oh, they're amazing. And they're comfy. tpublic.com, TEPUBLIC.com. Search JFW and buy your merch.
Just do it.
Do it. Come on, guys. Go and buy it.
I don't sound like that.
I don't sound like that.
Is my voice
I
really like that?
I think I'd be a little nasally.
Am I nasally?
Hey guys, go to tpublic.com.
Am I nasally?
No, it's just whenever people make an impression, they emphasize some things. So it's just when you whine like a little baby.
I don't whine.
I don't whine.
You're mean.
You're mean.
Now you're mocking me.
Now you're mocking me.
Are you
Okay.
going to continue with the show?
Can we please continue with the show? Yes, 100%. Tell me about SCW. Most recent show. What was last month?
Dissension?
I don't know. You were there.
You watched it too.
That's 100% true. You worked for them, man.
Yeah, but sometimes I get caught up in working. I don't
In
really
the
get
moment.
to watch it.
Anyways, SCW was last month.
It was so freaking hot.
She's talking about the action in the ring. It was hot.
Yeah, that.
Just recap some of the stuff that happened. Obviously, JPH put his title on the line.
Sean Mulligan. That was
Successfully.
Yes, successfully. It was a great match.
Yep. And I think he's going to take on what's the fucking Ruthless Ramon?
I think so.
This month at WrestleTopia, September 25th.
Yes, September 25th
At the
Shabance.
Shabance Civic Center. Jake Andrews defended his title successfully. Against who was that?
Some dude I never seen before.
Some dude she's never seen before.
It was really weird.
It was really weird. But that doesn't matter because he's putting his title on the line at WrestleTopia on September 25th.
Against
Creed. We all know James Creed.
who's that again?
Oh god, he's the modern day sharpshooter.
Oh, is that guy that used to team with that one guy?
The Blaylock kid?
Yeah.
Janetti?
Yeah, that one.
The Janetti? Yeah. How's that career going?
James Creed versus Jake Andrews.
It's gonna be a good match.
This shall be a good match.
I don't think he deserves this. I don't think he's earned it. But hey, whatever.
I mean, I don't disagree, but he's the only one that stepped up to challenge him.
Of course he did. I like Creed. Creed is one of my favorite wrestlers at SCW.
And Jake has been the longest reigning Genesis champion in SCW history.
So was Max Holiday at one point. He was the longest reigning SCW heavyweight champion.
Where is Max Holiday?
Fucking out there fucking being famous, making movies and shit.
What?
Fucking made some indie movie. I can't remember what the hell it's called. Barbed Wire or, fucking table breaking. I can't remember.
I miss Max.
I do like Max Holiday. I hope he comes back soon. But I know he's been busy. He's out there. He's out there wrestling. Who knows? Like, maybe he's just giving some time to,
He's still
SCW.
wrestling for ARW too?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
ARW doesn't reach out to me. SCW doesn't reach out to me either, so it's whatever. But side note on SCW, if you guys haven't had a chance yet, make sure you go over to YouTube. First off, go to YouTube and follow us on there at Just Freakin Wrestling. Just go to youtube.com, search Just Freakin Wrestling. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when these videos come out, you can watch them. But while you're there, head over to Southland Championship Wrestling and subscribe to their channel as well. Because as we record today on September 10th, they released the first episode of High Voltage. If you guys don't know or didn't listen to the last podcast I did with Steve, High Voltage, in a sense for you guys, the mainstream listener, think AEW Dark, but for SCW. It's giving an opportunity for those who are being trained by SCW to kind of display their talents in a different way. But it's
Give
also
a little bit of experience.
100%. It's giving them an opportunity to show what they're made of so they can move on to the actual main stage. I am a part of that show. I'm not going to tell you one aspect because I want you to be surprised. But I got to tell you, worth seeing me.
Really?
It's me. It's fucking me.
I heard you messed up.
100%. I will not deny that. I goofed. You guys will see it very quickly. But the point is, I had fun.
He's the one that gets to be laughed at.
Yeah. I had fun doing it until I went up there and I totally dallied it. I think that's why I call it dilly-dally.
Probably.
Dilly-dally. Can you be dilly-dally instead? Instead of the stream Outcast, you just be dilly-dally?
I don't care anymore.
Dress you up in a fucking pickle?
No.
Like dill? Dill-dal? Dilly-dally? If
You're
you
overthinking this.
If
too
you
much.
ever wrestle, you should just paint yourself all green and come out as dilly-dally. You can put Plastic across your chest.
Oh my god. What is wrong with you?
I don't know. Oh my god, your finisher? Pickle spear. There we go.
Oh my god.
Dilly dally. Finisher. Pickle
Oh
spear.
my god.
God.
Stop it right
Excellent. God. I'm going to tell you right now, if it's announced where I'm a booker for fucking High Voltage, just did it. But no, make sure you check out High Voltage. Like I said, I make my ring debut officially. Like, this is my first time actually stepping into a wrestling ring to where it's going to be viewed by an audience. Now, I know I told the story. You know, I used to be trained as a pro wrestler back in the day. I am a veteran of, let's just say 13 years. So I know a little thing or two or a little something. So it's clear when I got a call from SCW.
Yeah, you're a veteran just like me.
13 years.
You're old.
I know, fucking old. 13 years, you're what, kindergarten?
What?
Yeah, 13 years ago. You were in kindergarten 13 years ago. Yeah. How old are you now?
24.
So that put you at what, 9?
That's way out of kindergarten.
I met your dad, kindergarten. Yeah. Like I wasn't going to go there with that joke. Boom! So it was no surprise when SCW reached out to me and said, hey, Travesty, we have this idea for you. Are you interested? And I was like, let me hear it. And then they told me. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this for you. So, deep down, quite an honor to be part of High Voltage. But realistically, couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Well deserved. Speaking of which, get back to the main roster. We finally found out who the official president of SCW is. TA, good job, Terry, for becoming president. A shocking twist on Sentinel kind of working with Bulletproof LLC. I actually spoke with Sentinel recently, and we are going to have him on the show in the next couple of weeks to kind of talk about that plan and how it fell through, but how was the plan nonetheless. I need to know more about it and how the future of Sentinel and Bulletproof LLC is going to look. So I am excited to see how Terry goes about being the leader of SCW, and my only hope is he doesn't turn it into WCCW 2.0. I don't want it to be Windy City Championship Wrestling 2.0.
Well, it was WCPW.
Whatever. I don't fucking know. Is it Windy City Pro Wrestling?
Yes.
Windy City Championship Wrestling? Are you sure? I don't fucking know.
It's WCPW,
That's why I need
bro.
Steve.
I was there.
You weren't there.
I was there.
You weren't there. Why were you there? You know someone in there?
Yeah. Many people.
I don't want it to be WCPW 2.0. That's why I need Steve. That's why we need to do that fucking panel thing. We still gotta do. Well, actually, I don't need. I gotta do that with Steve.
Yeah, it's what? Almost October?
Yeah,
Wait, no, it's September. So, you planned this like a year ago.
I know. Luckily, I got Steve to help me with it now. So.
What about me?
You're busy. You're busy taking naps.
Okay, and so is Steve.
That's true.
This is what just me.
It's not like I can say I got Dizzle J to help me. But no, I'm excited to see how Terry goes about it. I know I've been critical of some of the things he has done.
I hope I get to see he brings in some new faces.
I'm just hoping he proves me wrong. I'm hoping all the criticism I gave him, he shows me that I've been wrong the entire time.
What were you thinking? That he was going to make it like
I think
another
just
WCPW?
No, I think to me it looks like he was just going to be like Sentinel, but in the opposite direction. He's going to do whatever he can that's going to favor his friends. Like when he handed Hunter Payne the SCW Heavyweight Championship. Shit like that. I don't want... God, how do I say this in a nice way? I don't need old people coming into SCW and making it about, people trying to revive their careers and stuff like that. Nothing against Ivan Manson, Hunter Payne, the Lunatic, Braun the Lumberjack, fucking who's the president? Steve. What the fuck was his name?
Who?
The president of Windy City. Steve. Come on, you were there. What was his fucking name?
I don't know another Steve.
Then who was the fucking big guy?
Sam?
Sam DeSero. Thank you. I don't need these people coming in and making it about them and pushing guys like JPH, Creed, Adam Cage.
But they're the future.
Yeah, but I don't need them pushed off to the side. That's what I'm saying. As long as Terry doesn't do that, I'm kosher. You can bring them in as a spectacle, which granted, I know a lot of fans aren't a big fan of when, like, I don't know, Brock Lesnar or Hulk Hogan or The Rock or John Cena shows up in WWE, but that should kind of relate to independent wrestling as well. We saw the retirement of Gino Latino, so congratulations on your, I think it was like a 35, 40-year career that he had.
Something like that.
Yeah. So congratulations on your retirement. It was awesome to see you wrestled one more time. I think I remember the first time I saw you was the ARW.
And thank you for picking SCW to do your last match.
Yeah, really cool to see that. So congratulations on your retirement. Who knows? Maybe we'll have you on. See if Steve's ready. We'll get you on, do some interviews and stuff. Because that's on the independent show, not the mainstream one.
Talk about the career and everything.
Fuck yeah.
It'd be cool.
That'd be awesome. Me and Steve will have a lot of fun.
Okay, how many shows have you guys had? Like 3?
I know.
And he's already kicking you to the curb.
The monster.
But guess who's still here?
She woke up from her nap.
I never got a nap.
So proud of her.
Because if I would have taken a nap, I would not have gotten up.
What else am I missing from SCW? Women's Championship didn't change hands.
No.
Angel's still current champion.
Mm-hmm. I wonder. I hope she has a match. Maybe
hasn't been announced, but you know what? I bet when they do announce it, we will hear all about it on the fucking Power Hour with Steve Arnett. Who knows? Steve.
Any possible way you can pronounce that name? He just said
Steve
it.
Power. Fucking Dally's new best friend. At the Power Hour, the other show.
I'm not. What? I've never listened to the Power Hour. I've never been on the Power Hour. So.
Oh, thank God. Neither do I. No, I do.
What?
I need to.
Talk shit about yourself then.
I need to hear the stupidity that comes out of his mouth.
Okay, I was gonna say something, but then you interrupted me and lost my train of thought.
Oh, well, go ahead now.
At the last SCW show, Charlie did announce that Ivan is very much well. He is not dead.
Did everyone think Ivan died?
I guess so, because he's like, he's not dead.
Right, you can't put a good
I would
dog
hope he
down.
wasn't dead. But
not all dogs go to heaven.
He will be at the next SCW show on September 25th. And it's going to be a chain match against Scott Spade. How that's going to go, I don't know, because last time they tried to do that happened.
He died.
He came back to life. Now he's a vampire or something.
We've all seen All Dogs Go to Heaven. It happens. He turned the clock back. You ever seen the movie All Dogs Go to Heaven?
It's been a long time, but yes.
But yeah, so you know the reference, though. Just fucking turn that clock back. Nice. I'm a huge fan of Ivan. Ivan's going to be on the Windy City panel. Is going to be on the Windy City panel. Because I'm going to
When you make that happen.
It's going to happen. The pandemic fucked everything up.
Blame the pandemic.
I'm going to continue to blame the pandemic. I'll blame the pandemic back in 2020. I'm going to blame the pandemic here in 2020.5. Because there is no 2021 yet. It's still 2020.5.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
100%.
But yeah, they only have those 3 matches announced so far.
We saw the debut of Evil Gaines Neville in a victorious kind of fashion. Steve Arnett, however you pronounce it, made a comment during the match where, I wrote it on a post-it note somewhere so I remembered how dumb it was. But something like, how many Evil Gaines Neville members does it take to screw in a light bulb? None, because they're all stupid or something like that.
What?
Yeah, I heard that commentary. Yeah, I made a note about it because I'm like, I gotta, this is dumb.
Was he commentating by himself?
No, he was
C-Red, right?
C-Red.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of C-Red. Do not like C-Red. Not a big fan of the fact that he He's a man. He's managing a team he has no respect for. Not a big fan of that. Like him as a wrestler, don't like him as a manager. We saw Adam Cage come out as somehow becoming a one-day president of SCW. How the fuck does that happen?
But Terry way, I don't know.
The Terry way. I don't want the Terry way to be that way. Hopefully it changes. And hopefully High Voltage has somebody who knows how to run shit and run it well. But we'll find out as the show releases. So, good changes coming.
Maybe there's a good better.
There's a good better. There's a good better everything. That's the name of the show, by the way. Good better. That's the name of this episode now. No. Just freaking good better.
I'm hoping that there's.
Welcome to JFGB. Just freaking good better. New T-shirt. Good better. Let's make wrestling good. Oh my god. Okay. Travesty Dally 2024. Make wrestling good better. You're out, Dizzle.
Dude, let's go.
It's time to make wrestling good better. Look at that. Look at her bust out the microphone with that high squeal.
I'm so overtired. It's not even that funny.
It's not. It's not, but that shirt will fucking sell.
I'd buy it.
What were you going to say now?
I forgot.
Well, what's going to make it good better? There we go.
I can't breathe. Okay. What I was going to say was...
Yeah, take your time.
Stop making me laugh.
I'm not doing anything here.
Oh, what's wrong with me? It's so stupid.
I don't know. Don't worry, you'll get good better soon.
Shut up! What I was gonna say was, I hope there's some better footage out there of, like, the whole ending to that match at Dissension with the whole thing with Terry and the match restarting. And because on the pay-per-view, I know it was kind of hard to understand what was going on.
Yeah. It's confusing, but you know what? I'm going to describe exactly what I thought I saw. It was supposed to be Bulletproof LC, VJ Price, and Bo Anderson. Bo, unfortunately, couldn't make it. So VJ Price teamed with, I believe that was Lance.
Not even worth mentioning.
Okay. That was Keith's team. Sentinel's team wasn't announced yet, but it looked like Keith was able to pick Terry's partner for the match.
How did that work? He got to pick his partner, but everyone else got to pick their own.
Listen, I don't book the shit. I can't even say I'm not president, so I don't know and I can't make decisions. But at this time, there was no president. But Keith got to pick Terry's partner. He picked Gino Latino as his partner. And then at the main event, it was announced that Creed and JPH were Sentinel's team.
Which is confusing to me.
Which I called 100%. I called that shit 100%.
You did?
I did.
When?
With Steve on the Indie Show.
Oh.
Yeah. You weren't there. You were taking a nap. Don't worry. Everything will be good. Better.
Didn't get me.
You shouldn't have to. I think we killed it.
Okay.
So if I remember correctly, Bulletproof LLC did win.
I thought it was Sentinel.
Bulletproof LLC cheated, so Sentinel's team did win.
Yeah.
Then something happened. There was some briefcase. Somebody opened up. Adam Cage was the president for one day. He came out, announced...
Oh, yeah. In the briefcase, there was, like, some kind of certain contract that was, like... You were just the president temporarily or something.
Yeah, allowed Cage to be president for, like, one day or something like that. JPH and Creed didn't like the ending of the match and like how everything turned out. Walked out on Sentinel.
Cage came out and restarted the match.
A couple people ran out, chased away Bulletproof LLC. So all that's left out there was Keith and Sentinel taking on Gino Latino and TA. Now,
we all know how that went.
Here's the confusing part that I don't understand, and maybe I can get some kind of clarification.
Oh my gosh.
How is it that two people who weren't even involved in the actual match somehow are now merged into a tag team to get beaten for TA's win.
Huh?
Keith and Sentinel weren't in the match. Oh, no, Keith was.
They were in the match. They just didn't get
Sentinel
to be
wasn't,
part
though.
of the match. That was.
But they weren't, like, wrestlers in the match. Keith was, but Sentinel wasn't.
He was still on the team, though.
That's all coming back.
He just never wrestled in the match.
JPH really didn't want Sentinel up on that mat, though. He kept telling him to get down. Anyways, overall, it does look like a clusterfuck, but when you sit there and actually watch how it breaks down, and I believe they are going to put it up on YouTube. A lot of their shows, a lot of their matches go up on YouTube. Again, Southland Championship Wrestling on YouTube. Watch it back. I'm sure with the commentating that you hear from Steve, Arnett, Arndt, whatever.
Are you going to say 3 times?
Every single
every
fucking
single
time.
time?
Every single fucking time. Until somebody clarifies how to say it, then yes, that's exactly how I'm going to do it. And I want him to say it. I want him to tell me how to say it. I also want him to apologize for poaching my fucking work at SCW. You monster.
What did he say?
Poached my shit. How can a guy sit there and interview Evil Gaines Neville one week, and then the next week just completely belittles them? How dare they? How dare he?
I'm sure people say the same thing about you. So.
That's true. Look what I did to Hunter Payne for a year or so. So.
Motion detected at the front door.
He was at my front door. I don't care.
Nobody home.
I know, right? I'm not editing this out. I don't know who it is. Leave a note, whatever. So maybe the commentary would kind of make more sense of everything, but long story short, at the end of the day, TA is now the president of SCW, and
So when do you think this big match is going to happen between Evil Gaines and Evil and Elite Pain?
next year.
Next year? So you're going to give Elite Pain the tag titles for another year?
No. Well, I mean, yeah. There's no. I don't think they're gonna happen soon. If I had to guess, Hallowmania.
You're predicting that they stay champions like for forever. They're not gonna have any worthy competitors.
With TA being president, yeah, I do. No.
Do you think maybe Evil Gaines and Evil needs to go through a couple more tag teams to prove that they're worthy of having a championship title match?
That's not how CW does things. Did Mulligan deserve a championship match?
He's a former champion. You don't need to throw things.
Former champion of what? He was never SCW heavyweight champion.
Mulligan? Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't. SCW heavyweight champion or CSW Southland champion? When was he SCW heavyweight champion?
He was.
When?
I don't remember, but he was.
I'm going to try to go back as far as I can remember. Okay. So, you got JPH.
There was a point in time where There was a point in time where Marche and Sean Mulligan were feuding. They were feuding first, though.
Yeah, because Marche was SCW heavyweight champion.
But then it went from Marche to Sean to Marche.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
I don't. Unless this happened during my 2018 hiatus from wrestling, I don't remember it.
It could have.
I do remember Marche was champion. I remember Ian Gager was champion. I remember Hunter Payne.
I think Sean wrestled Gager
JPH.
too.
Huh?
I think Sean had a match with Gager too.
I really don't remember Sean Mulligan being SCW. I'm going to say you're probably correct because you know more about SCW than I do. I don't remember a Sean Mulligan SCW heavyweight title run though. If it was, it had to have been brief.
So you're saying that you don't count CSW Southland as like champions from then, like when they converted to Southland, so you don't count them runs?
Not as SCW champion, huh? Why would you?
I mean,
it's not the same company. I mean, it's the same company, but
it's just a different name though.
Just
a different title.
Just like you had TNA heavyweight champions, and now you have Impact heavyweight champions.
But it's still the same company.
Tessa Blanchard was an Impact heavyweight champion, but she was never considered a TNA heavyweight champion because there's 2 different belts on 2 different shows on 2 different names.
Whatever.
Who you calling?
Travis is always right.
Who are you calling?
Ghostbusters.
You're in the middle of something?
I'm looking at the Southland page to prove that I'm right. Because you're not always right.
That Sean Mulligan was champion? Why don't you just fucking call somebody?
Who am I going to call?
Ghostbusters, bro.
Why is your Wi-Fi messed up?
My Wi-Fi isn't messed up.
It's not loading.
Sounds like you problem.
Who are you calling?
Don't worry about it.
Who is it? Let me see.
Don't worry about it.
You really gonna put this on? Okay.
100%. That's only if they answer. If they don't answer,
they ain't gonna answer.
They probably won't answer.
Well, this is awkward.
No, it's not. Well, yeah, you're on your phone. Dilly
I'm
dally.
trying to look at something.
Hello, you've reached 815.
No, don't give his phone number away. Alright, so Steve didn't answer. But you know who would know? Let's see what Hunter Payne's doing. Don't whisper at me. Okay. God, this show's going on way too fucking long. Okay, so anything else about SCW?
No, but I'm just trying to look to prove that.
Okay, fine. So real quick, I just want to go over WWE, some of the returns. You saw Becky Lynch return, take on Bianca
Heck
Belair.
freaking yeah.
Take on Bianca Belair and beat her in 12 seconds. That's stupid.
Okay, that was wrong.
That was totally wrong. We also saw Brock Lesnar return. John Cena's
I
gone
freaked
again.
out, by the way. I hate Brock Lesnar, but I was super excited because I'm over Roman. I just can't freaking stand it anymore.
Bun?
I can't
Did you
freaking
freak
stand
out
it
because of his
anymore.
Man bun?
No, I just freaking hate freaking Roman as champion, and I can't handle it anymore.
I can't handle it anymore.
I just can't. I'm over it.
I don't blame you. So overall, wrestling, AEW, WWE. Is AEW taking over WWE? Do you think AEW is going to become the next 83 weeks to ACW? Did you find it?
You distracted. What did... No, hang on.
Okay, why don't you put the phone down and you correct me later?
No, I'm proving you wrong
Okay.
on the podcast.
Okay. We better hurry up because I'm getting ready to shut this thing down. Isn't that it right there?
Everyone knows they were tag team champions.
Oh, is that the tag team belt?
Yeah. Okay, maybe you were.
What's that belt?
That was the
Oh, is that-
heavyweight when
the
before they
CSW?
converted to Southland.
What happened to those CSW belts?
I don't really know.
We should find out.
I know a guy.
Yeah, find out. Okay. AEW, is it the new 96, 97 WCW? Is it going to go above WWE and kind of take over maybe a year or so of stuff? Is there a fear that maybe AEW will become WCW to the point where they're just overdoing it way too much and they could eventually crumble?
Maybe.
I mean, there's a lot of speculation.
They're trying too hard, I think.
Yeah. And I think they're kind of just filling the roster a little bit too much. And there's still more people out there that's available, like Buddy Murphy, Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman, fucking Bronson Reed.
Because his clause is up now. Strowman's.
All of them.
All of them are up, so
yeah.
I'm surprised that they haven't showed up anywhere.
Yeah. So it's exciting to see what's going to happen over the next couple weeks, couple months as AEW keeps growing and stuff, especially with Daniel Bryan.
You should contact Braun Strowman and have him come to Southland. Since you're so powerful.
I should contact Braun Strowman. All right. I'll use my power of Twitter. I'm just going to start fucking saying hey, donate your time and come to this show. See who says yes. I'll just send it to everybody. I see that Melanie Cruz is going to be at ARW tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. JPH and Creed, I think, are wrestling at ARW tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Creed is wrestling Nick Cutler in the quarterfinals of the tournament.
Yeah. So ARW is tomorrow, September 11th. Make sure you check out ARW Pro on Facebook to find the information for that. SCW is September 25th? 25th at the Shaban Civic Center. Make sure you check out SCW on Facebook to get the information on that. DWA is coming back in November. I believe their show's up in Willowbrook, Illinois. So that's exciting. Can't wait to see that. And also you can find us...
I'm shaking in my boots. I'm so excited.
Shaking in her boots. She's wearing Crocs.
I'm wearing flip-flops.
I'm wearing Crocs.
You are wearing Crocs!
Fuck yeah.
And usually you make fun of me for wearing my Crocs.
Well, it's different. It's my house. They're house shoes. They're studio shoes. You're on Freakin Studios. Guys, make sure you follow follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Just Freak Wrestling, the JFW Podcast, as well as listening to our show that we release whenever we get a chance to get together and record on all podcast
I'm
platforms.
sorry about that. It's somewhat my fault, but it's also partly his fault. Life just sucks right now.
I live at the studio. I can literally come here and do this by I don't want to do it by myself. It's boring. No one wants to listen to me by myself. It's boring. Make sure you follow, subscribe, rate and review us on iTunes because those actually do help. But you can find us on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, Stitcher, Verbal, Player FM. Hell, you got an Alexa app at home to say, Alexa, play Just Freakin Wrestling. It'll play the most recent podcast, which will be this one until we release the next one. So, what else you got, Dally?
I got nothing.
Okay.
Time to ring the bell on this episode.
Perfect. As always, I am Travesty.
And I'm Daly.
And thank you for listening to another episode of Just Freakin Wrestling, the JFW Podcast. You want to say peace?
No, that's DJ's thing.
He also does the tendering down this episode by...
But I thought that was just a thing.
Peace.